Returnal is the best first-party game I've played on my PS5 so far, easily. When it comes to first-party games, it goes Returnal, God of War Ragnarok, and Demon's Souls. Top 3 games on the platform. I loved Returnal so much, I beat it twice and even got the platinum, so when it got announced for PC, I was hyped as hell. So big shout out to PlayStation for providing a review code so I could check it out. In this video, I'm going to cover all the new added features and how it runs, how it compares with the PS5 version, as well as the good and bad of the port. And we're going to take a look at the SteamDeck version as well. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you find this video helpful. For those who don't know, Returnal is a third-person shooter roguelike developed by Housemarque. The studio is known for development tough but rewarding bullet hell games, and Returnal was their first crack at developing a AAA game. The game went on to score at 86 on Metacritic, and like I said, it's one of the best games that released on the PS5. Climax Studios is behind this PC port, and they're not known for making amazing PC ports, so let's go over and see how they did. The PC version of Returnal features ultra-wide support, unlocked frame rates, ray trace reflections and shadows, DLSS, FSRS, DualSense support, pretty much everything to make a wide range of PC gamers happy. I'm running Returnal on epic settings with ray tracing on my i7-12700K RTX 4090, and the game looks fantastic. I'm also averaging over 110 frames per second without DLSS. It's a huge difference from the PS5 version, trust me. The textures, lighting, geometry, reflections, shadows, particle effects, all look much better on PC. Plus, you can now actually enjoy Returnal at resolutions higher than 1080p. I don't know if y'all remember, but the PS5 version had an internal resolution locked to 1080p, which was then upscaled to 4K, so it was lacking that crispiness on the PS5. Everything is much cleaner and sharper on the PC. Returnal has a robust graphics option menu that lets you preview your adjustments in real time and doesn't require any restarts for any changes you make. I don't know about y'all, but that's a major PC pet peeve for me. I hate having to restart the game because I changed the graphical setting. It drives me crazy. Playing Returnal with a mouse and keyboard is so elite. I always thought to myself this game would work so well on PC with a mouse and keyboard due to the fast-paced gameplay, and it does. The DualSense support also works great. The adaptive triggers, haptic feedback rumble, and controller speakers all work like it's intended to. With that being said, this port still can use some work in some areas. I have a 3840 by 1600 ultra-wide monitor, and even though Returnal has ultra-wide support, I'm still getting black bars with this specific resolution. I've tried everything to utilize the entire screen, but nothing works. When I drop the resolution to 3440 by 1440, it utilizes the entire screen and it works flawlessly. I understand my ultra-wide resolution is not super common in the ultra-wide world, but the majority of games I play typically support it. I'm sure this can be resolved with a patch if the developers are made aware of the situation. The good news is, if you have a 3440 by 1440p monitor or a 2560 by 1080p monitor, this shouldn't be an issue for you at all. During my playthrough, I was also experiencing some random stutters here and there. Nothing super crazy that ruined my experience, but it's definitely worth noting so it can possibly be fixed. I did some tests to see if I could resolve the occasional stutter by adjusting some graphical settings, but I found nothing worked. I changed the graphical presets to low, medium, high, turned off ray tracing, even lowered the resolution. It must be a loading issue since the world is procedurally generated, and it usually happens when you're traveling really fast through the level. Like I said, it didn't ruin my experience and it didn't happen often, but it's definitely noticeable when it does happen, especially when you're targeting 120 frames per second. Besides these two issues, playing Returnal again on PC has been an absolute treat. The game is amazing. I know it may seem intimidating to some because it's a roguelike and it's a bit challenging, but I'm telling you, it gets easier the more you play the game, and it's super rewarding. I'm just glad that more gamers have access to give this game a chance. Now, let's talk about the Steam Deck performance. I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Do not attempt to play Returnal on the Steam Deck. Well, you could try, but you're in for a horrible experience. The Steam Deck hardware is great for what it is, but it just can't keep up with this game. Returnal needs to be played at 60 frames per second minimum, and I have tried everything to get Returnal to run 60 frames per second on the Steam Deck. I put it on low settings, I lowered the resolution, turned on FSR. It's just not capable of hitting that target. I've seen frame rates hit as low as 90 frames per second on the Steam Deck, and that's with everything at its lowest settings. Also, the image quality suffers so bad in my opinion, so it's not even worth it at the end of the day. Depending on what's on the screen, the frame rate typically hovers around 25 frames per second to sometimes as high as 40 at these settings. Returnal is just one of them games that are just not meant for the Steam Deck. So overall, I would say Housemarque and Climax Studios have done a pretty great job with this port. Do you guys plan on picking up Returnal on PC? I definitely recommend it. Let me know in the comment section below. And once again, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more quality content. Peace.